The well water around here, it's been poisoned. Constructs are the only ones naturally immune to the poison. There's 5 people across the ravine there, holed up in an old mine, and that's where the water is. It's feeding our well. Those bastards put poison in the water.
The owner of the whole operation is his wife.
All right, well, yeah, we'll just figure that out when we get there.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Welcome back to Stellar Continuum, part 2 of our adventure in Regathon. My name is Cole Porter. I am your dungeon master, and today I am joined by Ashton Rock.
How's it going? Oh, sorry. Fuck, I forgot.
Welcome back to Stellar Continuum. Today we pick up back in part 2 of our adventure here in Regathon, and today I am joined by Ashton Rock.
Playing Big Daddy.
Tyler Fink.
Silcadre Ducard.
And Joey Stanca.
Merrick, Castalon.
Let's get back into it. So you all make your way across this bridge, this kind of, you can hear the winds in the ravine below you. And as you make your way over the bridge and up towards this hill, you see that there is a makeshift kind of barricade around the entrance to this mine. There's kind of these tipped over wheelbarrows and barrels that are all kind of arranged in such a way. And you see that as you get closer, there's a dwarf kind of standing right behind one of the wheelbarrows, and he's got a rifle in his hand. He looks over, kind of as you get close, kind of calls out to you, "Don't come any further! I'm gonna shoot!"
Put it down, friend. We're here to see what the hell is going on.
No, you're here to kill us. Sheriff sent you, didn't he?
Well, why would we need to kill you? Why? Did you poison the well?
No, we didn't poison the well.
Then why don't you tell me what's going on? I'm gonna take a big step closer. I'm not really intimidated by what he's projecting.
He holds up the gun a bit more tightly as you step closer.
And I'm not moving in a menacing way. I'm just kind of like you would a dog or something. You know, you just kind of like.
Yeah. Sheriff tell you we poisoned the well?
Well, that's what he told us, but why don't you tell me what your side of things?
Well, our side of things, the sheriff poisoned the well. We're trying to get the antidote.
So, y'all folks haven't been drinking the water.
We've drank some of the water, but we got the fresh stream down here. We're also dwarven bodies immune to poison, all of that.
Okay. So if we look through your camp here, we wouldn't see any poison. Because I would assume as the water continues, you'd need to continuously add poison, right? So it's fair to assume, if we came in, there'd be no poison anywhere in here.
No poison. No poison here.
I suggest, what if we go in unarmed, we leave our weapons out, we come in, we talk.
We take a little look around.
We're not here on behalf of the sheriff. I would say on behalf of the people.
The town.
The town folk.
People.
Your former neighbors.
Regathon needs to rise to its glory, and that's what we're here to ensure. So why don't you put that down? We'll leave our weapons out here as well. We'll come in, we'll take a little look.
You drop your weapons first.
I don't have a weapon, I'm unarmed. I'm basically nude.
Turn around.
Unscrew your head.
Whoa!
I know. I can't leave that here, so it's coming in with me.
I'll take my
belt off.
Yeah, holster off.
Yeah, I'll grab
drop
my
it
two
on the
swords and just kind of wrap them around my duster.
I'm not a violent man. That's why I don't carry a weapon. We're all coming inside.
We're just here to talk.
Put yours down.
Take us to whoever's in charge here, and we're just gonna talk.
How many of you there are you?
14.
Okay.
So don't make any shifty moves now.
Good. All right, we're fine. We're just coming in, 3 folks. We'll be all right.
Can we come in, or are you gonna shoot us?
You'll come in. I'm keeping my eyes on you, and you're walking in front of me.
That's fine.
Put the gun down, or I will break it over your head.
Hey!
We dropped our weapons. It was only fair.
That's right. I'm gonna keep my weapon. It's 3 of you and 1 of me.
You said there were 15 of you here, though.
Yeah, well, right now, look around you.
outnumbered.
Look around. There's only 1 of me here right now. Start shaking. I'm gonna walk you inside, and you're all gonna walk and not cause any trouble.
All right.
That's what we're here to do, is to talk.
Nobody's saying we're not going to do that.
So he kind of gestures with his gun and steps aside, kicks a wheelbarrow so it rolls down and makes an opening in the barrier. Come on now. Nice and easy, nice and slow.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yep.
I'm going to kind of move at my own pace. I'm not really stressed about this guy.
Okay.
Not in like an aggressive way. I'm not like running around, but I'm just saying like I'm not really bothered. As we come inside, lay of the land, how many people, like what's the setup here?
So as you walk past the barrier, it opens up much like the other mine did into this kind of central passage that has these supports. And he kind of gestures for you to walk first. And again, there are these lanterns along the way, emitting this kind of blue light. He follows behind you. You kind of, for a while, it's just sort of quiet. It's just the sound of your footsteps and this kind of dusty, cracked earth. But eventually you come around a corner and you see it open up into this large cavern, and you're met with the sound of a river, or rather of a stream of running water on the other side. And you see here a makeshift camp. There's like sleeping bags rolled out, or like makeshift sleeping arrangements. There's like a little cooking station, and you see what's very clearly a thrown together alchemy lab close by the water. And you see a total of 4 other people. They're all dwarves. And they all kind of stand up and kind of startled to see you walk in. Heads up, gang, people the sheriff said they dropped their weapons and they say they're here to negotiate or something like that. As he says that, everyone else kind of goes and you see 2 people grab some knives and another person. You see a female dwarf closer to the alchemy station grabs a gun in one hand and like a potion vial in the other.
I'd like to walk over to the alchemy station and see what's kind of like maybe off the end of the still. I'd like to, is there anything being currently created?
It looks like as you walked in, this female dwarf, this woman was over here halfway through a process of like mixing some reagents and solvents together, but the still itself like isn't running right now.
I would like to maybe take that beaker that.
Whoa, hey!
And I'd like to just kind of, I want to smell it and see if it had the general smell of the poisoned water.
Give me a perception check.
That is not one.
Can I? I'm not.
It smells exactly the same way. And if you weren't mistaken, this is exactly what's been going in the stream to poison the water.
You son of a bitch! It seems like you all here are lying. This is the poison that you were putting in the well, isn't it?
The woman dwarf is over there. She's got a pistol, and she's kind of a few paces away from you, kind of holding it in your direction. We're not poisoning the well. We're not poisoning the well.
Show me proof. This smells exactly like the poison that we tasted in that well.
I don't know what to tell you other than we use a lot of the same reagents, I'm sure, than whatever he cooked up over there. Try to figure that out.
How would a robot be able to poison?
Grab it from him and smell it myself and do a check on it?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Can I do a nature?
Yeah, sure.
I'll do a perception. 13.
13.
Kind of grab it.
With that, you smell it. It is different.
Yeah, I'll go.
This has a more acidic smell versus they had a sweeter smell.
It's a little different. I don't think this is the poison.
Wow. If you really think so. But it just seems like there's a lot of funny business going on.
Yeah, I would say so.
If that's not the poison, then what is it?
It's an antidote, work in progress.
And you don't even know if it's good or not. You're just dumping it in the water?
I didn't say we were dumping things in the water. We're trying to develop an antidote before we start dumping things willy-nilly in the water.
You're just trying to help out, make an antidote.
Yeah. All of our friends and family over there are sick, and we're trying to help them best we can.
And why would that robot tell us otherwise then?
I don't know.
Are there dwarves that live in that town, or is it all humans?
There were 5 dwarves that live in that town. They're all here.
Tell me about this robot-dwarf war.
You want a history lesson?
Tell me about it!
Dwarven nations got in a fight with a bunch of robots. It was a long time ago.
Is that why the sheriff, you're saying, framed you?
That could be a coincidence. I'm not sure.
We came over here to exterminate you.
What is the year in the name of this world?
What are you asking me right now? Who are you?
Why would where would the sheriff have poisoned the water? Like, what would he have came here, poisoned it there, and then left, and then you guys came here? Do you have?
The sheriff's station has access to the cistern. He can just drop stuff in there if he wanted to, as best as I know.
So when the sheriff is, obviously his wife is quite ill. So you think that this was some sort of hullabaloo, trying to get control of this
Look,
here
we're
town.
still trying to figure it out too. All we know is what we've seen, is that everyone's gotten sick, and there's poison in the well. That we didn't
Put the
get
gun
sick.
down. Can you put the gun down?
I'm told you were sent here by the sheriff.
We're sitting here on behalf
Yeah.
of the town.
If I wanted to kick your ass, all 5 of you would be laying up in like a
they all-
stack of flapjacks.
Hey, easy!
Big Daddy,
I'm headed up to here with.
take a walk. Cool off. Big Daddy.
I'll take
Sorry.
a
Can we
I'll
just
take a little
corroborate some
Sorry,
information
that's
here?
Big Daddy. He's a little.
He's a little hot-headed. That's all. He's cool.
Just make sure you call him.
We just
Big
want to corroborate a couple things here. The sheriff told us that town's only been there for 6 months.
That's right. Yeah. It's new
And he
mine.
said that you bandit dwarves have only been here for a few weeks.
Calling us bandits?
He is, yeah.
Yes, we've only been here for a few days.
A few days.
As soon as the poisoning started, we tried to get to the bottom of it.
But you
realized what
all
was
lived
happening.
in town
Yes,
before you came here.
yes. And as soon as everyone started getting sick and we realized what was happening, we got out of town as quickly as we could.
And you see how that looks a little weird from an outsider's perspective, especially if someone's throwing around accusations. So
Well, it's our word versus the sheriff's, and
exactly.
We're
not
just
soldiers.
trying to clear it up here, that's all. I
trying
mean,
to clear it up here.
would there be any motive for the sheriff to be poisoning the water,
is,
from what you've seen?
I guess if his wife died, he would inherit the company, but I don't know why he would want to poison the whole town.
What's a robot got to do with all that money anyway?
Spend it.
On what?
Anything. He likes those e-cigarettes. He likes those jewels.
He was vaping?
I thought he smoked robot crack cocaine.
Oh, he can now. He can smoke whatever he wants.
How about you guys give us some sort of trophy to bring back so we can say we killed y'all or took care of y'all, whatever, and maybe relieve the stress of Sheriff Robo. And then maybe using that situation there, try to see if we can pry a little bit more.
Okay. I think that could work. What do you have in mind? What kind of trophy?
What's something that is easily recognized as y'all's?
You got the still over here. We need that to continue researching. She kind of looks over at her shoulder. She has this kind of like bright red braided hair. This is my hair. You could cut it off and take it with you. Or
What do you guys think? I
Yeah.
don't want to make the plan, but
Sure, let's do it.
take some hair. Like
What are we insinuating here?
It's either that or we take one of you unconscious and we bring you back.
I don't think we should do that.
Or you at least pretend to be unconscious.
I'm trying to say, like maybe we can say we took
Yeah.
care of them, and see how the sheriff reacts to that.
You just want to see how we react.
Just like an investigation, detective work.
Seems like a lot of back and forth. I'm sick of walking across this damn desert. I'm thirsty, if I'm being honest. I say we need to make a decision and execute.
I can't say no to that, honestly. I mean, I agree. I am a detective, so I would like to look through all the clues.
Well,
but
do it, detective. Damn it.
You just said you didn't want to, so I'm trying to help you out there.
Have you had any luck on this newest version of this antidote, or
the hard thing is we don't really have anyone to test it on. That was our next move, was to try to get one of the sick townsfolk back here so we could administer antidotes and see what worked. But right now it's really just a lot of guesswork.
Why don't you give us the
why
antidote?
don't we take a little bit of it? We'll give it to one of the town folk and see what happens.
And if we're out there and they're healed, then great. We'll go down, bring down the sheriff. If they die, we'll come back here and rain hell on you.
Okay, now you have to understand that we've just been guessing here, but I've got 2 versions of the antidote. She has a red kind of liquid and like a red tincture, and then she has a blue one.
I'll hold on to him.
I can't guarantee.
If I take
What's
the
the
red
difference?
one, do I leave the matrix?
She glitches.
What? These are just 2 separate recipes, you're saying?
Yes, 2 different alchemical approaches to it. And one of them has our blood in it.
What?
Huh?
I mean, that makes a little sense, you know, they are immune.
All right. I think we got to move here.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Are we taking your hair?
I don't think we need the hair too. I think if we
gotta
go
bring
there,
something back.
well, if we go there and the potion doesn't work, we'll go. I mean, or the potion does work, then we'll know that they're telling the truth. We just go kick the sheriff's ass. If the potion doesn't work,
Are y'all certain that it's the sheriff doing it all? I mean, who else
Well-
could it be at this point?
We just assumed because he's married.
What about Jeff?
Jeff?
Never liked the guy.
Well, Jeff wouldn't harm a fly, but he would
He
drink
did
an ocean.
assault my friend here.
Did you take his drink?
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah. That's the one exception. That's the one exception.
So why don't we get back to town, try to sneak into that town hall and see what happens with these antidotes?
I'm not sneaking anywhere. But we'll do it.
I just think whoever delivers these antidotes, I don't think the sheriff's going to want us be pouring things in people's mouths.
Well, that's a sheriff problem. Let's go do it.
And we'll
I
deal with
say-
it when we get there.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I say we just go back to the town with these antidotes. We
Administer them.
into 2 different people. We need to do them both.
2 different.
2 different people.
If you try one and that one works, I don't touch the other one. But
What if I just do both at once?
then we won't be able to tell which one.
No,
Don't do that.
2 people.
You can do that. If I were
Is
you,
there-
I would try one and then the other.
Who's the least desirable person?
Jesus. Come on.
That's what
don't
it's
put
coming
that
down
on.
to.
Don't put that on us.
No, you're
Don't put
making
that on
Jesus,
us.
Silcadre.
Help us out here.
Well, you know.
Who am I
because-
giving this to?
Yeah, who we choosing?
A life is a life.
There's a man named Coster. He's kind of an asshole. And I mean, she looks at the other dwarves and they're all kind of shrugged. If anyone were to go,
Great.
Coster,
Great.
There's worse things.
We don't have.
So we
that's
go-
all you got to say about it.
Personally, his name doesn't fucking help because I can't just say, "Hey, Costa," and him go present.
What does he look like?
You'll know it when you see his face. He's
He's got one of them.
got one of those faces, but he wears an eye patch.
All right, great.
Does he have a pocket chain too? I bet he wears those affliction denim jeans, huh?
Guy doesn't even have a problem with his eye. He changes it every day.
Does anyone else wear an eye patch?
Thank God, no. Just Coster. Just Coster.
All right, we got our man then.
We can try both the antidotes on this fella here.
Oh, and you should probably take some water with you. She goes and fills up a couple of water skins and hands them to you. In case the antidote works, you can give them some fresh water.
I'm going to kill this one right here and then kind of ask for a refill. Because I'm thirsty too.
the water bottle way.
Yeah.
Just inhale it.
Wow. Okay. She goes and fills that up.
I'm a big guy. I'm very vascular.
Yeah, I see that. Here you go. Hands that
What
back
is
to you.
your creature size? Gargantuan.
Big daddy.
Big daddy.
Big daddy.
Thank you for your info. Glad we could make this a peaceful encounter.
Me too.
If we go and try those antidotes and they work, awesome. We'll take down the sheriff. If not, I will come back here and kick every one of your skulls into the other.
Sir, like I said, we don't know.
Well, then you better start working on another one.
I
just
was
in
just
case.
barged in here. Okay, you know what? You're helping us. I'm sorry.
All right, we'll see you soon. Bye. Love you.
You see two of the dwarves.
Winwood.
You see two of the dwarves.
I do sure miss Winwood.
Who's that?
He would have stole with us.
Two of the dwarves follow you out. They're less on edge now than the first one was when you first arrived. They kind of walk you back out to the entrance. You, Merrick, you have the 2 antidotes with you. Your weapons, you're still out on the ground. Good luck.
Let's head back, I guess.
How do you guys want to approach your return to the town?
I just want to kind of saunter into the town
I
hall.
think, you know what might be a good idea is if you go talk to the sheriff and maybe just keep him distracted for 10 minutes. And we'll see what happens with these antidotes.
Me.
Yeah, you're good at distracting people. You know how to talk a lot.
I'm not known for that, but okay. All right.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Just keep the sheriff out of town hall. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Well, don't start a fight.
That I can't promise. I cannot promise that. But I'll go.
I'll let out a nice hooty-hoo if we need to start fighting.
What does that sound like?
Hooty-hoo.
We hear it?
Hooty-hoo.
All right.
Got it.
Loud and clear.
And if it's the other folks, just come in and get me. But if it is the sheriff, yeah, give me a sign.
All right, so you're going to go to the sheriff's office, and you're going to go to the town hall, both
Yeah.
of you. So let's start with you, Big Daddy. You head back to the sheriff's office.
I come in, I throw the door open.
Slams against the wall. Whoa now! Welcome back.
Welcome it is. And I take the door and I don't like slam it, but
Yeah.
I shut it. And I
Where are your
is he
companions?
smoking? Is he smoking?
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
Does he have another one on his desk or anything?
he does not.
I'm gonna come in as a grab that cigar right from him, and I sit down in a chair. I throw my feet up. Sheriff,
Oh, now, partner, you just made a mighty offense against me.
it was a bloodbath out there.
You see, he kind of pauses.
It was an epic battle. I tell you what, Sheriff, I'm gonna tell you the whole thing in detail. Are you ready? You sit back and you listen.
All right, fine, go. You won, obviously. You walked out.
I walked out unscathed. My partners, they're over there cleaning up the mess. A little blood, a little, we're doing a little looting, if I gotta be honest. We're,
I'll turn the other way for
little
this one.
this, little that. And boy, did they scream, though, I'll tell you that.
All
They,
right.
they were adamant that they were innocent. Adamant. I was like, you know what? I talked to that robot. That robot told me straight. I was like, there's no way that you guys are innocent. I just told them straight up. So anyway, Sheriff, I'm here sitting now, and just figured we have a drink. You have some drink that we can enjoy?
Well, of course I do. A little celebratory dram, why not?
Oh yeah.
And he goes and opens up a drawer in his desk and kind of fiddles with some stuff, puts 2 glasses on the table, takes out a bottle, shimmery stuff. Pulls the cork out, pours 2 heavy glasses, hands one over to you.
I'm gonna take it and I'll be like, man, what is this? I'm gonna smell it. See if I can get anything from it.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
I'm trying to see if it's
Yeah,
poison, perhaps. 19.
19. This is a strong liquor, but you do detect the smell of the poison. Pretty potent in this one.
Cool. Gotta put it down just for a moment. Just got a sec.
See, he takes a sip. Well, I gotta say, you've done us a great honor, a great help here today.
Yeah. So, I mean, what, do you have plans? I mean, like, what's the plan here, Sheriff? How are we gonna get these people back up? Your wife, how are we gonna get them back up and running?
All I can hope is we can, next time a trade caravan comes through, we get some help for them. Something to get them all back on their feet. I'll workshop what I can. In the meantime, me and Billy, and Jeff. But I'll do the best I can.
Yeah.
I hope to God my wife feels better.
I really do, too. How long have you been married? I bet she's beautiful.
Been married about 7 months.
7 months. And the town started 6 months ago.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Wow.
Package deal.
How'd y'all meet?
How we meet?
How'd you meet?
Oh, well, it was a beautiful day.
Uh-huh.
Sunny on the east river bank of Halion City. Mm-hmm. And I was walking along as I do, and I saw this beautiful woman. And I walked over to her and I said hello. And we just kissed me like that.
Really?
Sparks flying. God damn. Literally. For my part, I had a faulty hand
Sure.
at the time. But we were, it was love at first sight.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And I heard that she was gonna go start this new venture. I said, bring me along with you. Let me come along, keep you safe and town safer. It breaks my heart every day that there's
Well, that you failed, yeah.
Yeah.
That would totally upset me too if I failed. As bad as you did. I mean, you totally botched it. This was awful.
Well, you don't have to put it such harsh
Well, I'm
terms.
just sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
Someone poisoned the well. It's not like I can see that coming.
No, I don't mean to.
I was expecting raiders. I was expecting robberies. I wasn't expecting poison from the earth.
You gotta expect the unexpected, Sheriff, right?
That's what they say.
And
That's what they say.
I pick up the drink to go drink it, and I was like, so she bought this whole town, this whole mining operation was hers?
No, she built it. Yeah.
She built it.
Yeah.
And she had done other operations before?
No, she has some experience in the field. Yeah. She heard about some opportunity out here's away, and
What did you do before this?
what did I do before this?
What did you do before this?
Before this, I was in we'll call it law enforcement.
Where's the gun?
Guns behind him, leaning against the wall.
Does he tell it how far, but like he's between the two of us?
Yeah. Between you and the gun. Yeah.
I'm gonna, I guess, get up and maybe go look at that window that he was talking about. Truthfully, I have no experience in law, really. Just kind of justice, I guess, more than
You're
anything.
looking out the window.
Yeah. And trying to, like, I guess, just block the window. I know he can't necessarily see, but I'm just
Yeah.
kind of like, I'm just gonna kind of just generally banter with him for
Yeah.
a little period of time. You know, obviously, knowing that he's trying to poison me, I'm obviously on guard.
Yeah.
Last thing I'll do before I'm good to cut away is I'm gonna, sit down and take out these like long, like thigh high, like wrestling boots kind of that have all these like long, super long laces.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just kind of kick off my flip flops as I'm talking to him. I'm gonna put these like boots on. They're like this like deep blue like sparkle with like these white laces, and I'm just gonna like lace them up while I'm talking to him, just over the course of several minutes.
Great. I'll say as you do that, you see he kind of keeps an eye contact with you, but pulls out a rag and some polishing stuff. Don't mind if I polish my gun while we're talking to you.
Please.
He goes and grabs Sally, puts it in his lap, and starts rubbing it, kind of shining it a little bit. You're lacing your boots. He's polishing his
You have a moment.
his shotgun.
Yeah.
You have a special moment together.
And we'll cut away from the two of you and go back to Merrick and Silcadre Ducard. So while Big Daddy's in there talking with the sheriff, you two are making your way kind of, maybe not down the side street, but like maybe around the side of the buildings to the town hall, trying to avoid detection.
Yeah.
Do you want to go through the front door of the town hall, or do you want to go through the side door or something?
I would just go through the front door.
Yeah, let's just
really.
go through the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to the front door and you find the town hall. Normally, it's kind of open forum space. There's kind of like a table, like a desk at one end, and places, chairs around the wall for people to sit. But you see now it is lined on the floor with bodies. Not dead, but they're all laying almost perfectly still. Almost all of them with their eyes kind of half open. You can see they have the same kind of glazed over look that the prospector you saw at the beginning had. And they're all laying there just kind of perfectly still. They're shallowly breathing, but otherwise just kind of staring up at the ceiling.
Is it apparent which one's wearing an eye patch?
Yep. There's a guy a few rows down from the entrance who's wearing an eye patch over one of his eyes.
I'll kind of carefully walk over a couple bodies to get to him. I just wave my hands in front of his face to make sure he's actually out.
Yeah. Yeah, you see that he's got an eye patch on, and he's got this like really big bolo tie thing, huge belt buckle,
Yep.
but his clothes are really clean.
Is the Hummer parked outside his?
He's got there's a cyber truck outside.
Shoot him in the head. I take his gun and kill him.
I'll pull out the 2 antidotes and kind of look at him for a second. What do you think, Detective? Red or blue?
Can I check him out real quick?
Sure.
Just like swish him around. Can I do a perception check? I want to like look at him and then kind of like feel him. Just all the senses I can do.
Yeah.
Maybe not taste them.
Here's what we'll do. Give me a perception check. The better you do on that check, the better your chances are of choosing the right one first. Like you'll get some insight into which one is more likely to be.
That is a 19.
A 19.
You said perception, right?
That's correct. So with a 19, you're able to detect some differences between them. The red one seems a bit more stable, and you feel like your chances are going to be better with that one. Now, you're not necessarily a doctor or a chemist or alchemist or anything, but based on your experience with similar cases, you feel a bit better about the red one.
Based on my assumption and just, minor understanding of some alchemy, this red one here seems to be just of a better quality.
All right.
Seems like a little bit more care was put into it. The blue one just kind of seems like hodgepodge.
Okay.
So maybe we go with the red one.
If that's what your gut's telling you, I don't have any better information, so.
Cool. I'm gonna
Take the
grab
cork
his
off.
bottom lip, open his mouth up
Just pour it in.
like a cartoon.
Great. Joey, why don't you go ahead, or Merrick, why don't you go ahead and give me a luck check?
Okay.
So this is an informed guess that you're making based on Silcadre's inspection of the two. What I'll say is if you roll higher than a 5, it was the right one.
16.
Fantastic. So you pour the red one in there into this guy's mouth, and you see a few
In his
moments
gullet.
pass as he kind of swallows it sort of instinctively and then blinks. And as he starts to blink, the fogginess recedes from his eyes, and he kind of looks, or from his eye that you can see, he kind of looks around, stretches. Oh man. Oh, I feel terrible.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Dude. Interesting choice of wear. Sits up.
All right.
Oh,
That's enough talking from you.
whoa! What's going on around here?
Well, they've all been poisoned. So are you.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Whoa. See, switch his eye patch.
Why do you have
What are
that
you,
eye-
man?
What's with the eye patch?
Why do you have an eye patch on?
Is it a crime to have a bit of fashion around here? He kind of slowly stands up. Man, I feel like I've just been. I'm starving.
Did we feed him every single bit of that antidote, the red one?
I think I did.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the only one up right now.
Do you think you could walk?
This is kind of messed up.
How you feeling?
Oh my God. Starving.
Well, you're going to have to wait to eat. We got something for you to do.
What's that?
You're going to take this empty vial. You know where the dwarves across the ravine, you know where that is?
Dude, wait.
Do you know where the cave is that has the stream that fills your well?
Oh, yeah.
Go to that cave.
Tell them the red one worked.
Tell him the red one worked.
That's all you got to do.
That's all you have to do.
And then you
Red
know what?
one
You
works.
make it back to the saloon, I'll buy you a meal.
I'll buy your drinks for the next year.
Hey, all we got to do is go talk to some shorties, come back here. It's cool with me.
But you can't take the Hummer. You gotta walk.
Hummer stays.
The Hummer stays. You gotta walk. I'm sorry. I know you like that yellow H3. But by God, you're gonna put them
All right, man.
them
Yeah, that's
Sperry
fine.
boat shoes to fucking work today.
Free meal and free drinks?
Yeah.
Okay, man, I'll do it. Blue one worked. Got it.
Red.
What?
Red.
Red one worked.
Red.
You know what? And I'm gonna pull a little
Yeah.
sheet out and go. The red one did indeed work.
By God.
Praise Jesus.
By God. And he writes a little scripture down here.
Corinthians.
Matthew 11:9. And he's just gonna hand him. That's all you gotta do. If you can't remember, just give them that. And say,
Cool, man.
we are handling some other things.
Okay. Look, easiest job I've ever had. Hope these guys
Free drinks
wake
for
up.
you. Don't fuck this up now.
Don't you worry, man. He winks at you. But it looks
Are
like he's
those
blinking.
affliction genes? Oh, God. All right.
Don't be a hater, man. Anyway, I'm gonna go do this. And he walks out, taking the note with him.
Well, I think it's time we head over to see the sheriff.
Absolutely.
Cool. So you guys head back over towards the sheriff's office. I'll say by the time you kind of wrap all that up, get over, you open the sheriff's doors and you see that Big Daddy, maybe you're just finished lacing.
I'd like to. Okay.
Oh, good.
I was gonna say after we both finished lacing, or whatever. I was gonna say, Sheriff, where I come from, there are many feats of strength, and you could always tell a great warrior, by one true test, and that's a good old-fashioned arm wrestle. Would you oblige me as we're sitting here in wake of our victory?
You want to arm wrestle me?
Yeah, it just feels right. You seem like a very powerful individual, and I've never been beaten.
Well, why not? Little friendly competition. Little friendly competition. Huh?
So I'm sure he's got some stuff in his ass. I'm gonna just make a way for myself.
He looks at that, looks up at you,
Throw
kind of
the
narrows
elbow
his
down.
eyes.
And I'm gonna lock, and I'm gonna just arm wrestle him.
Cool.
Just like that.
How about this, to make things a bit interesting with this, why don't we do a best 2 out of 3 athletics checks?
Cool. 11.
11, he got a 10.
Nice.
You're going, you can hear like some creaking in his kind of robotic arm as you push it back. And you see he kind of narrows his eyes more. Another athletics check.
19.
19. You slam his arm into the ground or into the desk, and you guys kind of hear that thud as you're approaching the door. And you see he goes, well, gotta say, you got one strong arm there, brother.
And I'm not gonna let go. I would say, yeah, Sheriff. Seems like you're caught. I'm just gonna, and maybe,
You can let go of me now.
We open the door.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys walk in. You see that he's got his arm pinned to the desk. Ah, the victor has walked in. Why don't you tell your friend here to let go of my arm?
Hell, he does like arm wrestling. He's beat me a time or two.
Lean down and tap my fingertips on both my weapons.
Now, my friends, I gotta say, I don't like the way you are.
I'm gonna kind of
at me.
slide my blaster up, just kind of have it here. He likes to relish in his wins, He might hold you all day there.
Get a good grip on me, Sheriff. Practice.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that well. Boys, I feel like we might be at a bit of an impasse here. I feel like maybe we're not being completely honest about what's going on around these parts. Because your friend said you guys were in somewhat of a bloodbath, but I don't see no blood on any of you. Now, how does that work
I don't think
out?
we're the ones being dishonest here.
You still holding his arm on the table?
Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Certainly,
Just
yeah.
like that kind of like
Yeah.
tense air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's it gonna be, fellas? What's going on here?
Sheriff, I think.
Why are you surrounding the sheriff in his own office?
Well, if you're gonna make us say it here, Sheriff, I think your reign is over. And we have a couple options here. None of them are really gonna be good for you. So.
Well, why don't you spell those out for me and then I'll tell you mine.
Okay. As I see it, you could either be placed in some sort of jail cell and rot there for the rest of your days and serve your time. Or we could just kind of decommission you right here and now, as painless as you want. But either way, you're going to have to relinquish your control of this town. What do you think?
Well, I think that you're a mighty trio, and I appreciate the help you came in offering, but I don't like the way things are wrapping up here. So why don't you tell me what you think about this? And he's going to slowly reach his hand under his desk, and he pulls out a book, and he drops it. As you're all looking at the book, as you look at the book, he sets it on the desk, give me a round of wisdom saving throws.
11.
6.
10.
11, 6, and 10. So you all see this book drop on the desk, and you experience something very unsettling. Your eyes aren't able to focus on it properly. It seems like it's kind of blurry, where everything else around it is still in kind of a clear vision. And it almost seems to shake and shimmer a bit. And as you look at it, as your eyes won't focus, you also start to hear a ringing in your ears, very familiar one. The same type of sound that you start to hear whenever you drift out of consciousness. And the sheriff looks at each of you and says, "How do you feel about this here book?"
I'm going to release him as I kind of like...
Yeah. And he kind of leans back, puts his hand on it. Again, you see his hand is in like clear contrast, still in vision, but the book itself is shaking, almost blurry. Wondered how you feel about it. Looks like you don't feel too good about it. A little unsettling.
I throw up.
Don't say that word. What are we?
Yeah, I think you would all feel a bit nauseous looking at this as well. But I will say you notice that the sheriff seems unaffected by it. I appreciate the work you did here today and stirring the pot a little bit. Thought it was worth a try, but at the end of the day, just another failed attempt. And he's going to open the book, intensify.
Can I do something?
Sure.
Can I want to grab my sword,
Yeah.
like with my hand, because they're still sheathed down here, and I usually just poke them with my fingertips to get my, stuff. I want to straight up grab it, run my hand on it.
Damn.
So it like is cutting.
Slices the ends.
Like my hand's full of blood, and I want to come up and in the air, kind of make a sort of sigil.
Yeah.
And push it onto his chest and cast Brand of Castigation.
Why don't we roll for initiative?
Sure, yeah, because I definitely want to, I want to say maybe I'm doing this. I reach over with my weapon in like sort of a haze, and I'm holding it as I'm sheathing it out.
Yeah.
So it's cutting the whole blade's covered in blood. Boom. Do something like that. Sweet. That is a 8.
4.
11.
So let's start at the top of initiative with Merrick and say that he hasn't opened the book yet, but he's making the motion to flip it open. What do you want to do on your turn, if anything at all? If you think you wouldn't do anything, that's fine. I will say that this ringing in your ears, the vision, all of it starting to like intensify.
So we feel like we're shutting down in a way.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That you're on the edge of it.
I'm probably like cowering back, like this ringing in my ear is so intense, and I'm gonna just, as a gut reaction, pull my blaster out and try to just hit his hand on the book.
Great, give me an attack roll. I'll say you have to hit like 4 points above his AC to shoot his hand specifically.
It's a 17 to hit.
That will do it. So you shoot his hand. God damn it! And it pulls the hand back. You see it's like covered in acid from where you shot him. And the book is still there, still making this unsettling noise.
He's gonna take 4 acid damage.
Shit! As he pulls his hand back and shakes it, goes to grab his gun.
Is his office, I'm just trying to get this straight, his office is like...
It's like a 10 by 10 square.
Is it right in the main door, or is it like a side room?
It's right in the main door.
Okay. Okay.
The main door goes right into his office.
Is there any sort of cover I could take?
Yeah, I'll say that there's like another like table off to the side that you could dive behind or maybe knock over.
I think I'm gonna get behind the table, flip it up on its side.
Cool. You do that on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
Dive over, flip the table over. It's his turn now. He shakes his singed hand, pulls out his gun, and he's gonna go level it at you, Big Daddy, and take an attack roll. It's gonna be a 19 to hit.
I will.
You see this gun, zoop, just like kind of like a combination of like an arcane blast and like it's a kind of a concussive force hits you, and that's going to deal 15.
Is that a projectile or is it like a spell?
What actually comes out is this like heavy metal slug that's also accompanied by this arcane blast. So half the damage is from an actual projectile, the other half is from a magical force.
Okay. So as he does that, as I'm just kind of like sitting back in my chair, I am gonna like reach up to catch the slug, and I'm going to try to attempt to do that. Yeah. So I'm gonna first let me just try to catch it. So you said half the damage, so let's call it
that's
7
points of it.
All right, and then I do reduce the damage down to 0.
Okay, so you can catch it.
I can catch it, and I will spend a key point to return it.
Damn.
Yeah. So
he fires up this gun, and you grab the slug out of the air.
Like
you still take 8 damage from the force.
Yeah.
But you're able to like you like spin around and like fling it back.
yeah, I just like literally just like just kind of like that as I'm sitting there, and then I will spend a key point, and then okay. So then by new rules, 2 rolls of my martial arts die, which I think is a D8, right? So 14. So as he's gonna take it, kind of lean back in my chair a little bit, and then just throw it right back at him.
So you sling this back, you see it kind of almost like impacts into his like metal body. Chair scoots back, slams against the wall. Silcadre, it is your turn.
Yeah. So as I'm doing that, Crimson right my sword, and I just want to right at him.
Awesome.
And it's kind of like just blood, just kind of staining the air almost in this magical kind of way.
Yeah.
Just creating like symbols, just like. But at him, I am attacking him.
Kind of like Witcher.
Yeah, you know. Attacks per action is 2, so I'm gonna do both. 14 and well above 20.
Both hit.
Cool. Yeah, so 18 damage smacked on him, and all the blood energy of sort that's like in the air from that. I kind of want to take it all and kind of make this like Doctor Strange looking circle that has these like connecting symbols and stuff, and I push it onto his chest.
Nice.
It's brand of castigation.
What does that do?
If he attacks another creature within 5 feet that I can see, he takes 3 psychic damage.
Awesome. Big Daddy, it's your turn proper now.
Great. You gonna shoot a man when he isn't looking? That's some mighty weak shit. And I'm gonna just go to. Do I think I could close the book? Do I think I could have the sense of I could actually physically touch it and shut it?
You have to, it seems like it's going to be painful at the very least.
Okay. So after I took that bullet, I'm gonna rage. Like I'm just super juiced up, and I'm gonna just as I'm like sitting there in this chair, I'm gonna just take the whole desk and just like kick it, trying to flip it like
onto him.
Yeah. Flip the desk, flip it onto him, hoping the book will. Shot or just,
cool. Why don't you give me a just for flipping a desk? Give me like an athletics check.
Yeah, I kind of want to like throw it at him too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll say, give me an athletics check, and then if it's high enough, you'll do some damage to him as well.
Okay.
As an improvised weapon.
And this is a strength check, right?
Yeah.
So I can use advantage.
Athletics. Yeah.
I rolled a 3 and a 4, so 12.
12. I'll say with a 12, you can flip the desk over. It's not going to fall on him necessarily. Like you're not throwing it back, but you are able to knock it over. You see the book falls to the ground. And when the book goes out of your line of sight, you feel the ringing kind of recede, almost to like nothing.
Okay.
For all of you.
Since I was trying to attack it. Can I do another attack?
So that'd be your action, flip the desk.
The whole thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
but if you have a bonus action, you can use it.
I rage, so.
Okay. So you flip the desk over, the book hits the ground, and while it's currently behind the desk and out of your lines of sight, you feel that buzzing, that kind of headache, migraine sort of recede. Merrick, it's your turn again. You're currently hidden behind the desk, or the table that you knocked over on the side of the room.
I think if I saw out of, like over the top him flipping the desk over, I would kind of hop over that table with my blaster drawn and just get right up on the desk. And when I approach, what can I see?
Give me a luck check real quick.
7.
7. When the table got knocked over, the book landed open on the ground.
Okay.
And as you lay your eyes on it, give me another wisdom saving throw.
13.
You see this book now open, and it's almost like you're looking into a portal, but also like a blazing hot furnace. It's kind of hard to describe. It continues to be impossible to look at. You feel a splitting pain inside your head. Roll me a d4.
3.
3. Merrick, as you behold the book in its just raw power, unknown and kind of perceivable for you, you take 3 levels of exhaustion. For you guys and for the viewers at home, we are right on the cusp of the new D&D player handbook and updated rules coming out next month. We're making this right now in August. I think the new book comes out in September, but we still know some of the new rules. One of the new rule sets that we're aware of are the new exhaustion rules, which we like a lot more than the old ones. So we're gonna go ahead and roll with that. And the way that works is you simply have a penalty to every D20 roll you make while you're exhausted. And that penalty is equal to twice your exhaustion level. So Merrick having a 3 levels of exhaustion means that he now has a -6, 2 times 3, -6 to every D20 roll he makes, including saving throws, attack rolls, ability checks, everything. So yeah.
Everything.
So
Everything.
I see the book,
Yeah.
and I kind of like almost fall back off this desk.
Yeah.
But is his gun, this shotgun, visible, or is it under the desk completely?
It's in his hand on the
Okay.
ground. Because he used his last round to attack, to shoot it at
Yeah.
Big Daddy.
Is any of his body visible, or is it like all under the desk?
He's not really under the desk. The
Okay.
desk is tipped over, and he's like right next to it.
Okay.
So he's visible.
I think the shock of seeing that book, I kind of just fall back.
Yeah.
And like stumble over.
Totally.
Yeah.
You're like in this whirlwind of pain and confusion as you stumble back. You two don't quite see it because you haven't seen the book open yet, because you're on the other side of the desk. But I'm going to say, Merrick, now that you've like seen the inside, this fact is going to stick with you even as you lose line of sight with the book. You see the sheriff stumbles to his feet, picks up the book, and he's going to kind of stand a bit weary now because he has this slug you threw into him, and he's been shot in the hand and cut up and stabbed, and he's got this brand of like this kind of, I don't know, like a magical kind of blood stain on him.
Looks like a tattoo on him that is, the ink was blood.
It's like singed into him.
Yeah.
But he's gonna stumble to his feet and pick up the book and kind of stumble and raise it in front of him, like the pages open, facing the 3 of you. As he does this, you also see he starts saying something, but much like you can't focus on the book, you also can't focus on what he's saying. It's almost like coming through distorted, or like you're hearing a different language or someone speaking in a dream. Everyone give me wisdom saving throws as you behold this book.
-4.
Jesus.
Oh,
7.
14.
7, 14, both fail. So all of those fail the wisdom saving throw. Each of you give me a d4 to see how many levels of exhaustion this exposure
To 1.
gives you. 1. So you have 4 levels of exhaustion.
2.
You have 2 levels of
4.
exhaustion. 4, you have 4 levels of exhaustion. Now, in the new exhaustion rules, you still die at 6th level exhaustion. But you're not there yet. But right now, you all have a penalty equal to twice your exhaustion level. You see that the sheriff kind of stops saying whatever he was saying, and kind of, to you, it sounds like he's yelling over a storm, because now there's this kind of rumbling, piercing sound, there's pain. Now I'll try my best to get you to work with me, but here you are, rebelling against the one who called you here. And he says this, it's going to be, Silcadre, it's your turn now.
I think after getting the exhaustion and seeing the book and having all that shit just kind of like hit me so quick, without trying to, it would just trigger. Silcadre would transform into a werewolf.
Great.
Out of pure like fight or flight.
Yeah.
So he's gonna like, and forgot to take his thing off, so his duster just completely shatters. And I think I'm gonna attack. What am I doing? What, like my, you said, so I'm doing a D1, -1 for each level.
So you're
That's
minus
2 for
8.
each level.
So you're minus 8.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Pretty awesome.
Wizards of the fucking
It is
Coast.
awesome.
What are you doing?
I do love that.
That
Not
sucks.
against you, but I really do like that.
How many did you get?
Same business.
2.
So I'm -4.
All right.
So yeah, you transform into a werewolf here in the
Yeah.
office.
If you throw up, you get -1.
Cool. So 2 attacks, and then I can, as werewolf, attack with a bonus action. So I'm gonna do all 3, and I'm just gonna swipe at him / the book.
Fantastic. Yeah, give me an attack roll. Are you attacking him or are you attacking the book?
I'm at this point trying to kill him, like blood rage. So, Jesus. First one is a 10.
So that's after the -8.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10's not gonna hit.
Yeah.
You're like, your swings, this mighty werewolf, are
Another
super
10.
lethargic because you're just kind of.
Oh, cool. My laptop just died. Sweet. 2 10s. The other one was a 10 as well, after the -8. And this one is a 9 after the -8.
Hurt. Great rolls.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, those were all like crazy rolls. 17, 18, and 18.
You start swinging. You're kind of dizzy. You have vertigo. The wood like floorboards of this sheriff's office are like splintering with under your like clawed feet. You know, as you're trying to get after him, but the sheriff kind of stumbles out of the way each time, and you miss him.
Would it be considered an attack when he went like this on us, or is it just
It's more of like a spell effect.
yeah, him holding something that is doing? Yeah. Okay. Can I try to stumble towards the door that leads to the jail cells?
Yeah, you can.
Is it like super far?
No.
Okay. Can I like check the door and try to see if I can get in it?
I'll say yeah. You get up to the door. You try to like turn the handle. It is locked.
Cool. I just want to like sit there and I'm kind of like resting.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like.
Totally.
Yeah.
Kind of catching your breath as best you can, trying to center yourself.
Yeah.
Big Daddy, it's your turn now.
After I take that wave, I think I kind of maybe start bleeding a little bit from the nose, just from like, just a little nosebleed, just from everything that's going on. I'm trying to like wrap my head around it. I see him holding this book. I'm going to lunge at him and use my bonus action to grapple him.
Okay. Give me opposed athletics.
Okay. 21, so minus. Oh, I'm only -4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 21.
21. Great. That is going to beat his.
Boom. So I grab him. Does he drop the book? I don't think necessarily. I was just asking.
I don't think he drops the book. He kind of grunts.
Then, as I'm holding him, punch him one to the face,
Yeah.
and I'm going to attempt to stunning strike him. So,
Okay.
okay, so that would be 18 plus 5. So I put him in this headlock. So I got him in like a fucking thing, and I just bam, hit him right in the face. I'll do my damage, 9 damage on the first, bam.
Okay.
And I'd like to stunning strike him if he fails a con saving throw. So 16, I guess, right? Yeah.
16.
Yes.
He fails.
Okay. So by new monk rules, he is stunned, so target speed is half. The next attack against them has advantage. The condition lasts until the start of your next turn. So with my second attack, because I've used my bonus attack, my second attack, I'm going to swat the book out of his hand.
Okay, so you're going to attack the book?
Yes.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
It's a fucking book, I swear to God.
I rolled a dirty one. So 6 minus 5.
It's again the effect of this strange artifact of a book. You think you're going to go hit it, and it's almost like your hand passes right through it. For the two of you, you see he clearly just misses it. But it looks like to you, you're just swatting it right in the middle.
Okay.
But your hand passes through it.
All right, and I'm gonna keep him locked in. I'm gonna be like, oh, you're fucking son of a bitch. You're a tough one, and I'm gonna just kind of keep him locked in. The next attack against him does have advantage.
Merrick is still on the ground, just shaking.
Yeah.
On his back, blaster pointed. Big Daddy, how do you have him like?
I got him in like his head's here.
So his
I got him in
body-
a good old headlock.
But his body is exposed behind you?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna just fire off 2 blaster shots, like not aiming at his head, but aiming at his body.
Totally.
Legs.
You can make those attacks
Yeah.
with advantage.
Okay.
But you still have your penalty.
11 plus 7 minus 8. So 10.
10. 10's gonna miss.
A 3. I think I'm just gonna and then just leap over that table and get behind it with my blaster still drawn in that direction.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It is now the sheriff's turn. So he's kind of dazed. You see his eyes are like unfocused. He's kind of, shaking. Still has a grip on the book, but doesn't get to do anything because he is stunned. Silcadre.
So if he's in a headlock, where's the book?
Book is in his hand still.
Is he wrapping his arms around Big Daddy, book in hand, or is he like just
Big
holding
Daddy
it
has
down?
his hands around the sheriff, and the sheriff still has the book in one of his hands.
I want to attempt to attack at the book.
Okay.
With 3 attacks. 18.
18 will hit.
Sweet. 11.
11 will hit as well, the book.
And then if that last one hit, this one will also hit. So all 3 hit.
Great. Cool. So the first one knocks it out of his hand onto the ground, and you want to continue to attack it each time?
I want to just see if I can like shred that bad boy up.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to fuck it up.
Here's what I'm going to have you do. Roll me damage.
Uh-huh.
But you also have to give me another wisdom saving throw.
That's fine. 16.
On the wisdom save?
Yeah.
It's going to fail.
Damn!
How many do you have right now? 4?
Of levels of exhaustion.
Okay.
Dude, if you die.
Do damage first. Do damage first.
Cool. So all 3 hit, so that's going to be 3d6s. And Crimson Right will add a d6 to each of those, so 6d6 total.
Rip that book.
That's 10 slashing, 15 cold.
Okay.
So
10 slashing.
10 and 15 cold.
And 15 cold.
Yeah.
Crazy. So you rip into this book. As you do, you feel this kind of psychic shock up your arm, almost like right into your head, but you still shred through it. You guys see this book get ripped to pieces, and as it does, the kind of enchantment on it seemed to like keep it out of focus or whatever was happening seems to kind of break as you kind of rip the book in two. Paper flutters everywhere on the ground. Give me 2d4 and take the lower of the two.
All right.
So d4 with advantage.
2d4. Good lord. Nice. 1.
Nice. So you take 1 more level of exhaustion.
Well, 2 more.
So you have 5 levels of exhaustion. But you've destroyed the book.
Yeah, so after shredding the book, he'll probably just like turn towards the sheriff and, you know, get ready to like pounce on him next.
Yeah. Big Daddy, it's your turn.
Well, Robert, seems like your little book is gone. Sorry, I'm not very articulate right now. Screw you. Just throw his arm up and I give him a fucking German suplex through the fucking table.
Give me an attack roll.
Okay.
He's still stunned, right? So
Yeah.
with advantage.
17.
17 will hit.
Yes, right. So I want to pick him up and boom, like drop him right through the table.
What's the damage?
Oh, I don't know. Do I have table damage? What do you want me to just roll?
Just roll normal physical attack damage, but it'll be a suplex, German suplex.
Nice.
It
Okay.
makes it German, but-
Seven damage. 7 damage.
7?
Yeah.
And then splinter damage as well, because he went
Yep.
through the...
Oh yeah.
Does the table roll for damage?
Boom.
You flip him backwards onto this table, which is, it's sitting up like this, and you snap him down on the other side. You see his neck snap. He's a robot, but his neck still snaps, and you see his body goes limp after the suplex.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
Really? Was he dead when he destroyed the book, or when I put him through the table?
His body went limp after you put him through the table.
I get it.
The table was sitting like this.
Yeah, I know. That's all. That's what you get for messing. But these 3 boys right here, and you, I pointed to nobody. You remember what happened here today.
I'm freaked out. I'm gonna run out from behind
Point
the
at
table
who?
and just
Nobody.
shoot the robot like 5 times.
Yeah, and I just kind of pointed at his face. And as he's doing that, I vomit just a little bit.
I just run out from behind the table.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm like this with him right now.
I'm vomiting.
As I'm doing, I toss him and then I start licking my balls and
As all this is happening, the doors open. You see Billy from the Billy Wayne. What's all the commotion about here, fellas? He looks down, sees the scene. Everything's papers all over the table, ripped open or knocked over. You see the sheriff's head is limp. It's getting has been thrown around.
I think I am so shell shocked that when he walks in the door, I'm just gonna turn around and start firing.
You start shooting at him as soon as he walks in. Oh God! You just hit him in the chest. He stumbles backwards into the street. And as that happens, you all feel your exhaustion start to amplify. And in a very traumatic way, your day begins to end the same way that it always does. The ringing in your ears intensifies to a deafening level this time. Your vision starts to go blinding white. You have this splitting pain all the way from your head down your spine as your fingers and toes and extremities start to go numb, and you all crumple down into another mysterious sleep. In a pile of chaos, acid, and blood in this sheriff's office. And that's where we'll end today's session. Now, if you're still watching to this point of the video, we would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And you're also welcome to, if you want to, support the show more over on Patreon, which will be linked in the description as well. Any last words, gentlemen?
Suplexes.
lick your cock and balls.
Fire away.
Fire away, indeed. We'll see you next time on Stellar Continuum. Are actually laying in very deep snow on what appears to be the side of a mountain. I don't wish to purchase anything you're selling.
No, your assistant's going to town to kidnap people.
Is the word freak an insult in these lands?
Holy shit, is that one of Cavanius's teeth? And he picks a teeth out.